Old doodad right there. Okay, but also virgin because I don't drink alcohol, so I gotta get the virgin version because I'm effectively living as a virgin because we haven't been having sex recently. I just figured I would share that with you.
Let me get that started for you guys.
Thank you.
Be right back.
And this is one of the many reasons why Annalie has so much ick towards Clayton. He doesn't really represent her well, and he was completely out of line for bringing up their lack of intimacy at a place where you're supposed to just chill and have drinks. We also see how he lives, and I think for her, that's not something that's up to her standards because I don't think she's the type of person to be okay with her parents sleeping inside of a closet while she is sleeping in a one bedroom. I mean, not only that, I mean, Clayton has a very big connection with his guinea pigs and his chihuahuas. That's why they take up most of the space within the living room and not his mom. Like, that whole situation regarding his mom living in the closet, that's just not something that's okay. It's it says a lot about him, and it makes me think he is the type of guy to just be okay with anything. He doesn't really have standards for himself or how he lives, and that is a big problem for Anna Lee because she's totally not that way. And to tell you the truth, I don't really blame her for not wanting to be intimate with him because why would you want to be intimate with someone like him? Good for her for not giving in. Good for her for always saying no and holding to her standards because he's not at her standard. He isn't even anywhere close. I think she had a completely different picture in her mind as to how he lives, how he conducts himself, and seeing him in his natural element along with his friend as well. And he just like flips the switch on her and tries to act like this macho dude and like bro it up and have this little bromance with him is just so awkward and it doesn't help his case. She's not going to get turned on by that. She's not going to get turned on by you throwing her under the bus. And as we know, Clayton is a gamer, and that's not really Annalee's type of entertainment. And you can tell that she's kind of shocked and appalled that all of his friends are virtual, and the only way that he really communicates with them is through playing video games online. So that's another thing I think that kind of opens her eyes in terms of if this is something that she wants to get into long term with Clayton because we all know with the K1 visa, you can't work. So she's either watching him play video games all day or with his guinea pigs or he's at work. Something tells me that they don't really hang out much or they don't do much beyond that.
mi, mi vida social con la de él, que no la compartimos. Tengo miedo que quizás esto afecte un poco nuestra relación porque llevamos vidas diferentes.
And with that being said, can she really marry him? Can she really marry Clayton? Because her engagement to him is a secret. And she doesn't have him on her social media, which is a big red flag. How are you engaged to someone and they're nowhere to be found on your social media? Yes, you can be private, but I don't know. It just seems like, along with all of the other information we know, with her parents not really knowing specifically why she's in the US, it does raise some red flags. That's why Clayton's sister was so hard on her because she comes off as a little bit shady and full of secrets. And how can you have a whole wedding with him based on on her patterns? I mean, her body language, you can kind of see she's not really attracted to him. And in this scene, you're going to see how she feels about him. Look at her body language. Look at how she responds to him. It doesn't feel like someone or a couple that's engaged with one another.
Chiqui chiqui.
Cuando llego a la habitación, mi sorpresa es que Clayton estaba esperándome. Quizás él pensaba que estaba viéndose como un modelo, pero yo lo vi como una vaca desparramada.
We all know that woman is not attracted to him. The way that she referred to him as a splayed out cow just already proves that she has no intention of sleeping with him that night or any night.
Yeah, you need some good love and a good night.
Have you?
Ya vi. ¿No estás cansado?
No.
Yo sí.
I don't know how he thought that weak massage was going to get her in the mood. Like, sir, pull out that baby oil that you had on the nightstand and get into it if you really want her to get turned on. I feel like he's trying so hard, but it's just not it. Like, he brought the candles in, he brought the KY jelly, and it just wasn't enough for her to say, I think it's time, Clayton. And this adds to my theory. It doesn't matter where she goes, she just doesn't want to sleep with him. She saw how he lives, she saw the apartment, and it probably grossed her out. I mean, she's mentioned a few times about his pets and how they essentially take over the apartment because he has all of them in the living room. And he chose their comfort over his mom's. And again, I know that his mom prefers to be in that closet, but you would want more for your parent. I mean, you're not going to just be like, "Okay, yeah, sleep in the closet. Sure, go." And I can see how that would really just open her eyes and she wouldn't want to be intimate with her no matter if it's in his bedroom or if it's at an Airbnb or hotel. It just doesn't matter because she saw what she needed to see, and maybe she's waiting for them to get married, but he has stated that they slept together when he went to Peru. So, I don't know if that's even I don't know if that theory is even possible. But it still seems shady. Why is she there? I get that she loves him, but is love really enough when you don't really seem all that attracted to your man? In all seriousness, this is great for TV and it's super funny, but at the same time, it's kind of really sad to see because Clayton, you can see, has his whole heart into this, and Annalie doesn't feel the same way about him. She doesn't want to give him a hug, she doesn't want to kiss him, and she doesn't want to sleep with him. And she may have a good reason as to why she isn't sleeping with him, but it still is very off. Everything about that relationship and the way that she interacts with him is so off from what fiancés are supposed to act like. And on top of the secrets that she's holding with her family, it doesn't come off as if though she really loves him, when in reality he looks like he really loves her and he is super attracted to her and he really cares about her. Except for that time at that dinner place where he threw her under the bus. I'm not going to forget that. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope you liked this video. Please consider subscribing if you did enjoy, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.